Group calls for Buhari's arrest, prosecution by ICC after National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu revealed Nigeria is bankrupt. Now, how? So why will it be ICC? Eh? Why would it be ICC that should arrest Buhari on a national case? The government of the day should call him and investigate him if they have the balls, if they know what they're doing. That is it, not ICC. ICC should be dealing with crimes against humanity and other things. Eh? But let's dive into the details to see the group that is calling for Buhari's arrest. The Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, on Tuesday commended the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu for summoning the courage to admit that the Bola Tinubu-led federal government inherited a bankrupt country from the immediate past Muhammadu Buhari administration. Emmanuel Ongubiko, Huriwa's national coordinator, called for Buhari's investigation, arrest, and trial by the International Criminal Court in the wake of the NSA's comment. Ribadu, while speaking at the Chief of Defense Intelligence Annual Conference 2023, said the country was battling budgetary constraints, having inherited a bankrupt country from the previous administration with about 46 trillion naira in debt to clear. He said, fine, it is important for you to know that we have inherited a very difficult situation, literally a bankrupt country, no money, to a point where we can say that all the money we are getting now, we are paying back what was taken. It is serious. But this administration is doing its best to meet our requirements, particularly the armed forces, and I believe that EU leaders will be able to testify to that. Reacting, Ongubiko, in a statement on Tuesday, Ongubiko accused the Buhari administration of human rights violations, corruption, and economic mismanagement. So in our remarks during an interdenominational church service marking Nigeria's 63rd independent anniversary, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu emphasized that her husband, President Bola Tinubu, is not a magician, but is committed to fixing the country. She stated that the Tinubu administration inherited challenges from past administration and is focused on repairing the damage without placing blame. Also, in a recent speech at the Chief of Defense Intelligence Annual Conference in Abuja, Ribadu attributed the current financial crisis to the bankruptcy inherited by President Tinubu's administration. While acknowledging budgetary constraints, Ribadu assured that the government is diligently working to ensure a robust defense management and security structure. He commended the armed forces for their commitment and positive changes under the current leadership, Huriwa quoted. The rights group further alleged the last president tolerated terrorists and killings of civilians, and adding it amounted to crimes against humanity that ought to be addressed and redressed by taking the former president to the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Netherlands. Huriwa further alleged that militant groups led by Asai Dokubo engaged in human rights violations unabated. Former militant leader Asai Dokubo revealed that his private army was contracted by the Nigerian government to maintain security on the Abuja-Kaduna road and in various parts of the country. Dokubo made this claim after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu in June 2023, criticizing the performance of the military in addressing security. So he asserted that his men stationed in different regions played a crucial role in ensuring security, challenging the narrative that the military lacked sufficient armament, Ongubiko added. So Huriwa maintained that given the NSA's disclosure and other human rights issues, Buhari should be investigated and prosecuted by the ICC. Bagam. That was Martino. Buhari should be investigated and prosecuted. Will that be possible? Tinubu will never do that, because before The Hague can get somebody, the government of the country will also get involved in a way. So if the government of the country does not support it, The Hague will not be able to just come pick somebody directly. I don't think so. Well, that is my understanding. Okay? But what Huriwa is saying here is that the Buhari government left Nigeria in a very miserable state for Tinubu to inherit. But with Tinubu not part of Buhari's government, was he not the person that brought Buhari? Okay, can he say he didn't benefit from Buhari's government? That is another thing. Because if Buhari says people that benefited from his government, I don't think Tinubu will be exempted from people that benefited from Buhari's administration. So it will be a case of pot calling the kettle black if Tinubu's administration will allow Buhari to be arrested and prosecuted, and the heads will roll. It's just like the way they took the former CBN governor away. If the man had opened his mouth to say what he did with Buhari's government and with Tinubu, I'm telling you, Nigeria will catch fire. The man just probably kept cool to maintain to their covenant and oaths that they have taken in secret, not to reveal each other's secret. That is it. If not, if that man should confess, both Tinubu and Buhari's government, everybody involved in those administrations, definitely will have a share of the blame, and it will be hot. Nigeria will catch fire. So what are we saying? Tinubu will not allow ICC to take Buhari. Huriwa is good. They are making their recommendations. At least there's a group that is shouting, but I tell you, they are all the same. It's APC in, APC out. They will never arrest each other. And who are those in APC? They are the same people that perpetrated corruption in PDP and in 2015 migrated to APC when APC was winning. So it's an unfortunate situation that we have found ourselves. No remedy for now. Somebody say this claim is a distraction base. How? Most government successors always front this assertion. This APC government is right from the day of commencement, cause infringement, target at the poor masses. Just imagine the ongoing hardship and collapse of Nigerian microeconomy. Now, wow. The genocidal Buhari regime is the worst government in the history of the Nigerian state and the most corrupt. And we should not forget that Tinubu and Buhari formed APC. Exactly. So Tinubu will never expose Buhari at all. So why I agree that Nigeria is bankrupt because of the unserviced loans from Buhari's government. I believe we are still generating revenue as a country and should do downsizing of our wastages. Exactly. Whatever debt Buhari left, if we can start right today, I tell you, Nigerian government will be able to pay everything out and we'll start all over again. The same broke government approved purchase of SUV for lawmakers at an unthinkable amount of 160 million naira per unit. Why not buy buses for vehicle sharing by the lawmakers as an economic approach? They will not. Their own first. Somebody says, story, arrest who? Has it ever been done before? When they told you that it has never been heard of that any known president of Nigeria has lost a matter at the tribunal, now you are calling for arrest of a former president. You must be the highest joker. How many of them has clean records? None. None of them has clean records. So that is what Huriwa is saying. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.